Hello everyone. So before I get going, I just want to announce that I noticed right after I uploaded my previous video that I'm up to 5 subscribers. Yeah, woohoo! 5. Alright, so if subscriber number 5, if you could please comment and just say hi there, I'm subscriber number 5 or something on that line, I would be very appreciative of that. In this video, I want to talk about former Olympian, decathlon champion, and gubernatorial candidate Bruce Jenner. What is his name? Caitlyn. That is exactly what we are talking about in this video. Can conservatives call him Caitlyn? Can we call him Caitlyn Jenner, or does it have to be Bruce? This has sparked a lot of controversy on the right. There's even some quote-unquote conservatives who will even call him she. I'm not doing that because he is an XY chromosomed person. That, by its very definition, is a man. The male pronouns are he, him. I am calling him by what he scientifically is. But can we call him by a feminine name if he desires to be so? If that's what he wants. To be completely upfront with you, I have been guilty of referring to him as Caitlyn Jenner. Pardon 1 second. Oh, much better. I have been guilty of referring to him as Caitlyn Jenner. But I've been thinking a lot more on this topic, and I'm wondering if I really should be. Now, there are some arguments to say why it's okay. One is, you are what you call yourself, and names are just a social construct. And really, yes, you are what you call yourself. I have a great uncle, and when I say great uncle, I mean he is my grandpa's brother. Actually, no, grandma's brother. He is my late grandma's brother. He's like 93 years old. And his name is Dewey. Like the Dewey Decimal System. He's not related to that, but, pronounced the same way. His birth name was Julius. He hated the name Julius, mostly because when he was in grade school, some of his fellow classmates started calling him Julie. But at home, he was referred to as Dewey, and he liked that. So, when he graduated from, I believe, college, he got a degree in law. He is a retired lawyer and judge. He was actually he actually became like a district judge or something. Right after college, he legally changed his name to Dewey. And that's perfectly fine for him to do. I can see, I would hate getting called Julie too. And then there's the names are just a social construct, which is also, I would say, true. Most specifically in the names Courtney and Ashley. If you go back to the Victorian era, for example, it was not totally uncommon to have men named Courtney and Ashley. But now, in 2021, if you have a son and you name him Courtney and Ashley, you can be pretty darn sure that his fellow students are going to have a field day with Courtney and Ashley jokes. The kid's going to get tortured if you name him Courtney and Ashley. Because, broadly speaking, in the 21st century, Courtney and Ashley are feminine names. The masculine version, the masculine side of the name has really fallen out of favor and usage. So, you could say yes, names are just a social construct, like with Courtney and Ashley, since they used to be generally accepted as male names, and now it just sounds weird. But like with the they/them pronouns, where you're mangling the English language to because you're so special and complicated that you're just making complete nonsense out of everything that you're saying. Language is only any good, and I'm not the first one to point this out, language is only any good if we can understand what in the heck we are talking about. The only reason that you are interested at all in these videos is because I speak English and you speak English. If I spoke German, if I spoke Finnish, if I spoke Gaelic, you probably wouldn't be watching me because you wouldn't understand a single word that I am saying. You would just be, and considering the content that I produce, you would literally be standing there or sitting there, whatever, just watching my mouth move. But I speak English, you speak English, we can understand each other. So if I walk up to someone who has never heard of Bruce Jenner from the Olympics, from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, anything, has never heard of his other name, Caitlyn Jenner. If I told that person, there's a person named Caitlyn Jenner who's running for the governor of California, they would think that there is a woman whose name is Caitlyn Jenner who's running for governorship of California. Which is not true. It's a man who thinks he's a woman running for the governorship of California. It's the same way as if I told you that I have 3 older siblings. Their names are Veronica, Naomi, and Justine. By the way, that's youngest to oldest. Now, without any more information, you've probably already figured out that I have 3 older sisters. Yes, I'm the youngest of 4, the only boy. I would not have to have told you that my siblings are sisters because based on the names Veronica, Naomi, and Justine, you can already figure that out because those are feminine names. So by referring to this guy as Caitlyn Jenner, just like with using the her pronouns, just like with using the they pronouns, which are just, referring to a singular thing as they is just plain grammatically incorrect. Referring to a man by a woman's name that is not also, depending on its spelling, a masculine name, or basically, we can also say the name Chris, yes. Alright, depending on how normally if I say my friend Chris, you're like, well, I'm guessing a man. But if I tell you that it's spelled with a K, you're like, oh, it's a woman. Which I actually don't have a female friend Chris. I do know some male Chris's, as in Christopher. FYI. But still, the name Chris, depending on how you spell it, can be both. The name Caitlyn was never a masculine name. So to call a man by a name that has always been feminine, I would say is equivalent to using the she, her, to using the they, them stupidity. So, I guess I will have to stop referring to Bruce Jenner as Caitlyn Jenner and start referring to him only as Bruce Jenner because anything else is just grammatical, societal nonsense. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You know the whole spiel. Hope you have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Bye. Well.